So buckle up, we got a long one here. So yesterday, my daughter brought me a note from one of her classmates that basically was referring to my daughter, and it had her name in it, as a bitch, fake individual, things like that. And the first thing I asked my daughter is, one, are you venting or do you want me to solve it? And she's like, well, kind of a little bit of both. I really don't know what to do about it. And I went ahead and said, okay, fine. And this is from a little girl that had a sleepover with her, a while back. And it wasn't really that successful because, according to my daughter, and I saw some of it too, the girl wasn't as respectful to her property. She was kicking her stuff and putting her feet on her tablet, things like that. And my daughter didn't really appreciate it, but she also didn't say anything. So I said to her specifically, either you can be honest with yourself and honest to this girl, and you can go ahead and tell her exactly what actions the girl took that made you feel a certain way, and that this is the reason that you're acting a certain way, if that's what you are, because I only know what my daughter does and this note and then what happened at the sleepover. I don't know anything else, so I'm not bad-mouthing anybody or anything like that here, because there are always 2 or 3 sides to the same story. I get that part too. But as a parent, it's necessary for this life lesson for my daughter, I think. And that is, whatever actions an individual took to build resentment in yourself, you need to deal with that head on, even though it might be uncomfortable, it might be painful, it might be the most fearful thing in the world for you. You might be afraid of it 100%. But you can either stay silent and nothing ever changes and you're still holding that same resentment and it makes you feel terrible, or you can go ahead and deal with it, and you started with you changing yourself, doing what you believe makes you feel uncomfortable, getting out there, and if it doesn't change anything, even after you were honest with yourself and honest with that individual, well, then that's different, because then you're kind of putting the ball in that other person's court. But what I told my daughter is this: you can either continue on the same course of action and you can continue resenting her, or you can be completely honest in this situation and you can provide her the information that you have and how you felt and things like that, and how her actions made you feel a certain way, or you can stay silent. Nothing will ever get better. So I think, and this is why I'm actually putting this video together, is I think some people might be able to get some value out of this. I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 200, maybe 0. But if you don't take your problems head on, it doesn't matter what they are. It could be the example I gave her, where it could be this situation where you choose not to talk to somebody, or it could be choosing not to get therapy when you need it because it's too uncomfortable to talk about. And you don't know me, I don't know you, right? But you don't know what I've been through, I don't know what you've been through. But as a basic rule for things that need to be dealt with, outside trauma or outside disrespect, or speaking with other individuals and initiating that communication and being the first one to do that, and not being like, well, they did it to me, I need to be the next one, the one who responds. I'm like, no. If you don't do things yourself, it won't happen the way you want. And it's no guarantee it won't happen the way you want either way. But at least if you do it first, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, potentially. You'll be able to see the light that you make yourself at the end of the tunnel. Food for thought from a dad.